All right, so we want to do 7.2, number 27. It says we've got m squared minus 3 halves m equals 1. And I'm supposed to, what? We have to square to solve, right? Okay, so to solve by completing the square, what do I do? Okay, so if we're doing the procedure I showed you, we throw in some blanks. What would I do first? Like, why am I just starting with throwing blanks in? What would my first steps be?
Because that's the way you told us to do it.
I told you 2 more steps, though, before this. What are they?
You have to divide 3 halves.
No, that's after. So before we even throw in blanks, we want to make sure that our technique's going to work. To get our technique working, we need a 1 here.
Right.
Check, done. And we also need all the numbers on the other side.
Right.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm starting that way, right? I've already got a 1. All the numbers are over there. The only thing left on the left-hand side is m's. Okay? All right, so now I throw in my blanks. Then what?
Then you divide -3 halves by 2.
Okay, so I divide -3 halves by 2, and I get -3/4.
-6/8.
Sure, same thing.
Same thing.
How'd you get -6/8 though?
I don't know.
Okay, so the way I would get this is I would say, okay, dividing by 2 is the same thing as
Multiplying by 1/2.
multiplying by a half, right? So I might look at this and I might think to myself, okay, this is -3 halves times 1/2. Then I'd multiply straight across. Why you happen to think of a half as 2/4, I don't know, but sure, whatever. You guys cool with this? Okay, so I get this -3/4 number. What do I do with that? Yeah, it's supposed to be minus 3/4 squared.
Right.
And this is supposed to equal
1 plus blank.
1 plus my blank. Now, how do I fill in the blanks?
You square the -3/4.
Yeah, my -3/4 has to go in all 3 of these blanks after I square it.
That's 16.
Okay, so when I square 3/4, I'm thinking to myself, 3/4 times 3/4, right? Then I multiply straight across, so I get 9/16. You guys okay with that? All right, so that'll fill in 9/16 in all the blanks. Okay. Now what?
Finish your math on that.
Finish the what now?
Well, add your numbers on the right side.
Yeah, I should combine like terms here, right? Okay, so this thing is, I've got an m minus 3/4 squared. That's the left-hand side, I don't want to fiddle with that. On the right-hand side, what am I doing?
Just converting 1 to
16/16.
Yeah, you're finding a common bottom, right? So 1 is 16/16. And I'm adding that to 9/16. So what do I get?
25s.
25/16. And what's on the left-hand side?
M minus 3/4 squared.
Cool. M minus 3/4 squared. Now what?
Square root of both sides.
Oh, okay. What am I done with right now?
You completed the square.
Yeah, this is a completed square, right? And now I want to run extraction of roots, right? So I should what?
Plus or minus square root.
Plus or minus square root both sides. So I get m minus 3/4 is
Plus or
5
minus.
over 4. Plus or minus 5 over 4. Okay, then what?
Then you need to add 3
Okay, so I add 3/4 to both sides and I get m is 2, right?
Or,
Wait, why?
because you have to do plus or minus.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good, cool. Or
Negative 1/2.
m is -1/2. You guys see here about the 2, I'm really thinking that 3/4
Plus 5.
plus 5/4, which
Eight
is
quarters.
8/4, which is a half, wait,
Two.
which is 2 over 1. And for the -1/2, what I'm really thinking there is
3/4 minus 5/4.
3/4 minus 5/4 is -2/4 is -1/2. Are we playing along with this one? Questions, concerns, things? What's the hardest part about this one in particular?
It's too damn long.
Yeah, but all the problems are exactly this long.
I know.
Yeah.
The whole
Right? All the
chapter
complete
is.
the squares are exactly this long.
I know.
Maybe 2 steps longer, right?
No, we're a little longer.
What's the thing that actually makes this one harder than the others?
Has a fraction in it.
Yeah, there's a fraction in it. I have to both remember how to complete the square and remember how to play with fractions. Right? When you get to the, oh wait, I have to play with fractions for a second step, pause, write them off on the side. Right? Like here, in this part I had to add 1 and 9/16, right? That was a little hang up for some of us. We might just, hey, let's go over here. What's 1 and 9/16? And then I can remember how to play with fractions without worrying about complete the square, right? If you have to, write it somewhere else. It's really okay. Cool? Other things? Good on this one?